just look at those spicy noodles, and we've got garlic prawns going on here too, and I have my perfect little hack for getting that hand-pulled noodle texture. This is my Cheats version of garlic chili oil noodles. So in my quest to have hand-pulled noodles at home more often, I have figured out the perfect little hack here that doesn't involve hours and hours of noodle making. If you do want to make your own hand-pulled noodles, I do have a video for that, but let's do the Cheats version, why don't we? I'm going to get to the noodles later on, but first of all, let's do our little spicy garlic prawn sauce. So I want to get my pan heating up nice and hot. Just wait for it to get hot. Dax, you could have preheated this for me, you know.
I was going to, but Jimbo said he was going to do it.
Jimbo.
The
new guy. You had one job. Actually, it's not his job really, is it? So this is nice and hot, and I'm going to go in with some oil. Now with this recipe, you can kind of freestyle it a bit because you can add more garlic, you could use chicken instead of prawns, tofu if you wanted to keep it meat-free. But I'm going to go in here with garlic and lots of it because I love garlic. And I'm going to go in with some prawns today too. Who doesn't love a garlic prawn? I mean, you know. So I just want to stir fry these until the prawns are just cooked. I just need a little bit more oil in here. I always err on the side of caution to start with because I'm going to put a lot of chili oil in here later on, so I don't want to overload the oil situation. Now I sliced my prawns in half lengthways for this because, I mean, I think with a dish like chili oil noodles, right, you really got to pay attention to all the little details, and I like to have lots of prawny noodle mouthfuls. I don't want just like one or two prawns in there, so thinning them out gives you more prawn per noodle mouthful, if you like. Is that a bit technical? I don't know, whatever. You get more prawns in every mouthful is the point. Okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna go in now with some sesame seeds. I like to throw these in first so they get a little bit of a like toastiness to them. And now the chili oil. So I've got my homemade chili oil here. You could use store-bought chili oil. If you do want to make your own, check out my video on how to make your chili oil. But the point here is that you want a lot of it. This noodle is all about garlic prawns and spicy chili oil. So go hard. Now for like the seasoning flavors if you like. So I've got some soy sauce. And I'm going to use some dark soy sauce here as well because this is going to give me a little bit of a deeper color, which is always very nice. It's smelling really good already. Yum. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to turn the heat off because now I want to kind of do the noodle bits and the garnish bits. So I've got some coriander here, also known as the devil herb to some people, not me, obviously, and some spring onion. So I'm going to throw these to my prawns. Now, because I'm a complete masochist, I'm going to go in with some chili powder too, because I'm me. That's optional for you though. And then finally some vinegar. So I think this little dash of vinegar really makes all the difference to this sauce because you've got obviously a lot of oily kind of characters going on and you want the vinegar to kind of cut through that. So this is a Chengqian vinegar, a Chinese black vinegar. But you can just go in, actually my favorite substitute for this is like half balsamic, half white vinegar because then you get a little bit more of that floral kind of character to it. So just drizzle that in and I'm just going to let that sit there while I do my noodle things. So, hand-pulled Chinese noodles are totally doable at home, but they take a long time and I really love noodles, so I'm always trying to figure out ways to have this dish without doing, you know, the things. So I've got here some fresh lasagna sheets, which you can get in any supermarket, and what you want to do is just get a few sheets here. And this is so great because you can actually freeze these as well. So if you don't use the whole packet, you know, pop it back in the freezer, don't waste them. And then just tear the sheets into odd shaped noodles. So the point here is you want it to kind of look like the hand pulled ones. So you don't want to be too, you know, OCD about it, if you like. And then if you have a look here and get them really close, you can see that I've got that really lovely torn edge on the edge of the noodles. And that's really important because if you cut the noodles, you don't get that hand pulled texture. So that's what we want. And I want lots of, as I said, different shapes here. Thin, thick, that kind of will give you the right vibe. All right, so I have my beautiful pile of noodles here and I'm just gonna open up this lid, and then in goes your pasta. So because this is fresh pasta, you don't want to overcook it, and it's not going to take very long. So just kind of agitate those strands in there a little as they cook so they don't stick. I'm just getting my sauce heating up again. Okay, so my noodles look good. I just want to get them straight out of the pot and into my sauce. It doesn't matter if you get a bit of liquid in there, that's just going to help the sauce anyway. And now just toss everything together. And you'll find that some of the like sort of starchiness of the noodles will start to thicken the sauce, and the noodles will start to like soak up some of that flavor too. Okay, that's looking great. Okay, so just pile up your noodles and prawns into your bowl. And I just want some fresh cucumber here as well, because I really love the traditional way of serving these hand-pulled noodles where you have that like cold, crunchy cucumber going on with the hot noodle. Just a little bit of a sesame sprinkle, and just one more bit of chili oil. And there you go, guys. That is my cheats version of that very classic like hand-pulled chili oil noodle dish that I love. Let's get in here and make sure I've done a good job, huh? That texture is so perfect. Like, you know, you're getting that fresh noodle texture for sure, but you know, the garlic, the prawns, and yeah, a whole lot of spicy. That is so good. Hey guys, I'm releasing new recipes and videos every week. So if you want to know when something new and delicious is out, why not hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and that way you'll get notified every time. Thanks guys, see you.